Hello everyone, welcome to Mariposa's Fusion Foods. I'm Miss Deanie as usual. Now I haven't been around for a while, but I'm back. Yeah. So today I'm going to cook something that I normally cook on the quiet, but I don't actually put on my vlog. And I normally now and again dabble with some West African cuisine. Yep. So today I'm cooking something Nigerian, and it's called black soup. Don't make the name put you off or anything. It's just that the colour of the vegetables used for the soup is kind of gives the soup a very dark kind of colour. Kind of nearly black. Not quite black. Don't worry about it. Nothing's burnt, nothing's gone off, nothing's funny in it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to use for it. Now, well, first of all, I've got to say, before anything, that this is a recipe I got off of a site called afrolems.com. Really wicked site. I suggest anyone to go and visit it if you want to learn how to cook most West African foods. I don't think it's just Nigerian food, it's other food as well. So, this is also a food from the Edo people and Benin people. It's been disputed as to which tribe it actually belongs to. But all I can say is I think I'll be cooking the Benin type, which uses palm oil rather than palm fruit cream. Now, if you want to know what palm fruit cream is, palm fruit cream comes in a little jar. Well, not a jar, but a big tin actually. Big old tin. And it is known as palm fruit concentrate. Palm fruit gets smushed up in hot water, remove all the fibrous parts, and then you get left with the pulp after you strain. And that's palm fruit cream. Don't have that today, but I'm going to tell you what I do have. Right? It usually uses 3 different herbs or slash vegetables. I'm going to show you what they are now. So, this one here is dried bitter leaf. You can get fresh, but if you can't get the fresh, get the dried. If you can't get this at all, I am not sure what to tell you what to use. Alright? I've got to be honest there. This is ugu, or pumpkin grains. Now, if you want a replacement for this vegetable, then just use spinach. But it doesn't exactly taste the same exactly. Ugu or pumpkin leaves have a lot of nutrition in them, a lot of iron, a lot of vitamin A, a lot of vitamin C. A lot of good things about them. Bitter leaf is good for diabetics and lowering blood sugar, and apparently blood pressure as well, and also stomach aches and headaches. So sometimes I have this in my house now that I've known to use it after cooking certain West African food, and I keep it as a medicine in case I don't want to take paracetamol or ibuprofen. So it's worth looking into to understand about this particular herb here. Look here, bitter leaf. Right? So if you live in a place where they've got Afro-Caribbean stores, it's worth taking a look. And if you smell the outside of the packet smelling a bit mouldy, or it looks kind of grey on the inside, then you know not to buy it, because most likely it's got contaminated with mould. That's just kind of the nature of some of these vegetables or herbs, but you have to be careful where you're shopping because they don't store them properly. Yeah? And this one, you actually soak and hydrate in hot water. There's a kettle, boil the kettle, soak this. Yeah? So you soak it in hot water, make the leaves open up, and what you do is you rinse in salt water to get rid of the grit and sand that's in it, because grit and sand are not very, very pleasant. Yeah? So don't be a soap dodger, right? Use the proper water that you're supposed to use. Use a strainer, get rid of all the dirt, and then you boil, especially a dried and the fresh one, for about 20 minutes until quite a lot of the bitterness is actually disappeared. You need a little bit of bitterness in the food, but not a great strong bitterness. And then what you can do after is to keep the water, if possible, from the boiling. Strain it, put it in a jar, and anytime you have a headache or stomach ache, or that's my mum belching in the background, or you have menstrual problems, for example, being a lady, I know, then you'll use it for that kind of problem, those kind of problems, headaches, those kind of things. It's bitter, but it's a good type of bitter because it really does work to actually sort out pain. And as I said, for diabetics, very good. Yeah? Okay, moving on. Now this one is called scent leaves. Now it's been likened to basil, but I wouldn't actually say it tastes like basil very much. It tastes like a cross between basil, geranium, and there's a slight pepperiness to it. Yeah? So right now I'm going to show you what you do to prepare these leaves. And I also have to add, these were dried as well. You can get these fresh too if you live somewhere where there's an African store. Okay? And we're going to put in this too ground smoked fish. And this is an alternative for any of you, for example, who look at a Nigerian recipe or even Ghanaian recipe and you think, but I can't eat shrimps, I can't eat prawns. Yeah? Well, fear no more. This, in quite a lot of cases, is dried smoked catfish.